How's it going, guys? Bibi here with day 10 of the 12 days of anime. I have watched a lot of series this year, mainly due to doing my Bibi's picks. So today, I want to go through all the series that I've seen, and let's see at the very end how many I've actually watched. Starting with the first Bibi's pick of the year, Fooly Cooly, I highly suggest anyone go and watch it if they haven't. It's weird and can be rather confusing at times, but the payoff is well worth it, especially considering they're doing a season 2 next year. At least I think it's next year. Whenever they're doing a season 2, it's coming soon. Next is a series that I've heard a lot of people say that they just don't like it because it's so cringe-worthy. That's Watamote. This is actually one of my favourite series, and I absolutely love the main protagonist. She's one of the worst characters ever, really, but that's why I love her. She is just a terrible, terrible person, and it's enjoyable to watch. So even though a lot of people have said that it's not worth the watch, I say that it is. JoJo's is a series that I'm sure everyone has heard about if you're in the anime community, and it is manly goodness. I didn't think that I'd enjoy it, especially because it's so action-packed, and I mean, the art style is very different, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I have only seen the first 2 seasons, and I'm going to be going and watching the rest of the series at some point in time. Let's put it out there, a lot of the series that I've done for my Bibi's pick I have absolutely loved. That's the main reason I wanted to do these series for Bibi's pick. Now, Zammed is not really one of them. I watched it because it didn't seem like it was my taste, and I was right. It really wasn't my taste. It was odd. I found myself confused a lot of the time, but I feel that I was still happy with the outcome of the series. It's beautiful, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It could be your cup of tea. If you like fantasy and a bit more of a large story, then I think you'll like it. If not, give it a try, and there's no shame in saying that you dropped it. Same goes for Gare Zero. I did enjoy this one a lot more than Zammed, but I felt that it was a bit unfulfilling because it was an open end. It felt like that they made the series just to advertise their manga, and I hate it when anime do that. On the flip side is a series that I absolutely love, and I think that everyone should go check it out at some point or another, and that's From the New World. This was the most thought-provoking and eye-opening series that I've ever seen. It makes you think about your own morals, and I loved it. Next is a series that I don't love, but I don't hate. It's Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi was an okay series. It was decent, but I felt that there was a lot of pissing around in between the main storyline. The main storyline itself was actually really interesting, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, but the off part of the series was just meh. So I could take it or leave it, really. Another series that was kind of meh was Ride Back. Ride Back is a very forgettable series. It just wasn't my taste. I'm not going to go back and watch it again, but I suggest people check it out just so then they can say that they've watched it. Now onto a series that is definitely not forgettable and one of my favourites, Kokoro Connect. Kokoro Connect is an amazing series. I've watched it so many times that I've lost count, and I could easily go back and watch it today and not be bored with it. Bento is a good anime, especially if you enjoy ecchi fighting series. Just be aware that if you watch this series, it will make you crave sushi. Onto a bit more of a darker series is Monster. This is a very long-running series. It was about 73-ish episodes, give or take, and I enjoyed every minute of it. There was a lot of downtime in the series, and even the down moments was enjoyable to watch. I would highly suggest anyone check this out if they haven't already. Just be aware that it has very complex themes, and you're going to be doing a lot of thinking at times. So if you don't like series that you have to think, then you might not enjoy it. On to Chunibyo. Chunibyo is yet another one of my favourites, and it is amazing. The first season is amazing, not the second. So go watch the first season. I'm sure that you won't regret it. If you watch the second season, you may enjoy it, but you may regret it. The story of Little Monica that I did for April Fools isn't an anime, but I'm putting it on this list because I thought it was funny. It's a hentai, and the dub is absolutely shit. The animations are pretty average. But I must say the sex scenes aren't too bad. So there you go. I just recommended a hentai to you guys. 3 more series that I highly suggest you go check out is Princess Jellyfish, Capellion, and Yamada's First Time. They're 3 series that are completely different from each other, but I love them all. Next is a BL series, Gravitation. This is a music BL series and I absolutely loved it. I love myself some BL and I love music. This series was a pretty decent series, although on my last watch through of it, I saw so many flaws. I thought that was the most amazing series when I first watched it as a teenager. Now, I still suggest people watch it, but it's not as great as what I first thought. Welcome to the NHK is one of the series that I've got down on Mel as a masterpiece. I love this series. It is amazing, it's thought-provoking, and it's somewhat eye-opening to your own life sometimes. Go watch it if you haven't watched it already. Please, do me a favour and go watch it after this video. You will not regret it. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you died and then came back as a dog and your owner is a sadist? Well, want to know more because Dog and Scissors has you covered. This is a weird series, a very weird series. It's hilarious and it's very open-ended. Not overly happy with the ending, but I'm still happy that I watched it just because of the weird aspect that it has. Last year I decided to do a Bibi's pick on Paradise Kiss because it was Valentine's Day. And I absolutely love this series. It's a wonderful romance series. This series is in my top 5 anime to watch, maybe even my top 3. It's a great romance series and I highly suggest anyone watch it if they haven't seen it. I have seen this one so many times that I can't even count. And once again, I could easily go back and watch it and not be bored with it. This series is a bit more of a recent series. No Game, No Life. This is a great anime. I absolutely love the animations. It's so different and I am really hoping that they do end up doing a second season for this one. I'm sitting here waiting for that second season because it's a great series and it needs it. Great Teacher Onizuka and Cromartie High are 2 series that are just hilarious. Cromartie High I didn't think that I'd enjoy, because once again it's an odd art style and it didn't really seem to my taste, but after I sat down and watched it, I fell in love with it and it is just amazing and hilarious and weird and it's well worth the watch. GTO is a series that I have watched prior to doing the Bibi's pick on and it's still as great as the first time I watched it. If you want a series that's about Romeo and Juliet and a very deep romance series, I highly suggest you go watch Romeo x Juliet. This was actually a really good series. I wasn't sure how they were going to actually do the Romeo and Juliet story, and they did it justice. So I suggest you go check this one out if you love romance series. Another series that I watched was Michiko and Hutchin. This was actually a surprise for me. I didn't think it was going to be as good as what it actually was. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the thing with this series is it is a bit more of an adult-oriented series. It goes into sex, drugs, and it has violence. So if you're a bit younger, maybe not watch this one. But if you're over the age of 15, then go watch it. It's a good watch. Oh my god, this series is just hilarious. I absolutely love Monthly Girl Nozaki-kun. I got the Blu-ray off of a friend. I am so happy that I have it in my collection. It is hilarious and I want more of it. They need to make more of this anime. On to a series that everyone absolutely loves and I'm sure that everyone has seen by now is Samurai Champloo. In my opinion, I feel this series is actually rather overhyped. I enjoyed it, yes. I think it gets way too much praise for what it actually is. Go watch it if you haven't already. It is a good series. Don't be surprised if you're a bit disappointed in watching it after hearing all the hype that's behind it. Want to learn about economics? Go and watch Spice and Wolf. I saw this series this year and the only thing that I can say is that it didn't really teach me much about economics at all. That's what everyone says, but not really. It taught me a little bit about the stock exchange, and even then it's a fantasy stock exchange, so I don't think it really works that way, but it is a good watch. I tried to watch it a few years ago and I got bored. but that was because I was watching it in Japanese. I watched it in English this time, and it was actually really good. It also has my favourite voice actor of all time, Michael J. Tatum, so, you know, there's that as well. The next two series are rather old, and they're really kind of weird. Speed Grapher and Boogie Pop Phantom. Digibro has suggested Boogie Pop Phantom so many times in his videos that I thought I just had to watch it, so I checked it out. It wasn't too bad, it was rather strange, but it is well worth the watch if you haven't seen it. Boogie Pop Phantom is a bit more of a mystery. You have to piece together all the bits and pieces of the story. It's non-linear, and you realise that each storyline that they go into is intermingling. It's a little bit confusing at times, so you do have to pay a lot of attention. So again, if you don't like paying attention and trying to figure things out for yourself during an anime, then you might not enjoy it. But if you do, then great. Speed Grapher, on the other hand, is an action series. It's superpowers, it's anime X-Men pretty much. It was a good watch. Just be aware that if you don't like gore and you don't like seeing anime blood, then you won't enjoy it. Lastly for Bibi's picks is Kaleido Star. I love this series. It's a bit more of an older one, but it is great. I love the story. The main character can be a bit annoying at times, but she's sweet enough. It's a acrobatic circus series, so if you enjoy watching acrobats and you enjoy the circus, then you might actually enjoy this one. I also watched AKB48 this year. I didn't do a Bibi's pick on it because I don't own it on DVD or Blu-ray. That's mainly one of my rules for Bibi's picks, is that I have to own it before I can review it, or recommend it I should say. So I just wanted to sit down and watch AKB48. I've watched this so many times. It's a music series in space, so yeah, idol trash. If you like idol series and you haven't seen this one, then I highly suggest you go check it out. It has an English dub as well, and the dub's pretty good. On to series that I've actually finished, but they're in Japanese, is Orange and Love Live Sunshine. I'm not going to say much about Love Live Sunshine because I've talked about that series so many times in the 12 Days of Anime. It's great, it's idol trash, go watch it. And Orange is a great romance series, and it has a bit of mystery to it. I would suggest you go check it out. It only aired last season, so it's very new. And also Yuri on Ice. I just finished watching Yuri on Ice today. I binge watched 6 episodes in a row. I decided to finish this series because I didn't want to be spoiled. Twitter has this thing with spoiling major plot points or spoiling endings. It already spoiled one part, which I'm not going to say, but I was actually underwhelmed when I saw it, so yeah. A lot of you probably already know what I'm talking about, but anyways, I absolutely love Yuri on Ice and I hope it gets a dub. To finish up, I want to talk about the series that I am watching at the moment. To start us off, there's the full season of anime. I'm not going to say anything about these series because I'm going to be doing a video on them very soon. It will be my final roundup for these series, so I'm just going to go through the list of shows that I'm watching right now. Flip Flappers, Magical Girl Rising Project, Dream Festival, Kaijo Kiss Him Not Me, Girlish Number, Cheating Craft, Dragon Ball Super, Pokemon Sun and Moon. And the last series that isn't in Japanese, it's an English dub, is Kyokara Mao, which I'm doing for a Bibi's pick. So there you go, that is a lot of series. The counter came to 44 series in total. Wow, I have seen and been watching a lot of anime this year. That was my day 10 of the 12 days of anime. I have watched a lot of series this year. I'm surprised that it came to nearly 50. How many have you guys watched? Maybe you should write down the list and count it all up and give me the number down in the comments below. I'm looking forward to reading it. While you're there, please make sure to give this video a big like and share it out to all your friends. I'd really appreciate it and it helps me out a lot. While you're down there, also please check out the database for the 12 Days of Anime. We have a lot of people that have joined up and everyone's doing a great job. There will be a lot of videos and a lot of posts for you to read. So make sure to go click that link and give everyone some love. If you want to chat to me and see what I've been up to, I'm on social media. I've got a Twitter and a Facebook and I'm online constantly. So make sure to come like and follow me on there. And also come like the 12 Days for Anime Twitter and Facebook. We're updating it all the time, so make sure to come like and follow that as well. If you want to see more from me and more videos like this, then please make sure to subscribe for a wide range of anime content. From Mojamika, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11 of the 12 days of anime. Bye bye!